Welcome to Cranky Live Sports Talk, where passion meets action.
Hey sports fans, I am Cranky, and this is the Cranky Live Sports Talk, the podcast where we dive deep into the hottest topics, the biggest games, and the most controversial moments in sports.
Whether it's football, basketball, track and field, cricket, or soccer, we've got you covered with expert analysis, insider interviews, and unfiltered opinions.
Join me as I chat with the biggest names in sports, get exclusive insights and stories you won't hear anywhere else.
Cranky Live Sports Talk is where you can hear the real talk, the hard-hitting questions, and the hottest takes.
So, if you're a true sports fanatic, you don't want to miss out? Subscribe now to the Cranky Live Sports Talk on YouTube and hit that bell icon to never miss an episode.
Cranky Live Sports Talk, where sports come alive. Subscribe today.
Good evening, good afternoon. This is your host, Cranky, from the Cranky Live Sports Talk. We're here to do a watch-along of the upcoming Carabao Cup game between Newcastle and Arsenal. So welcome. If you just joined the channel for the first time, please hit the like button, please subscribe, and just as important, please share so others can tune in and we can grow this channel. This is the year of growth. I'm going to call it the year of growth. So we need to grow it. But thanks for joining me. Should be a fun afternoon. We're playing at Emirates. We've had some challenges, and we'll go to some of those challenges. But the game is supposed to commence in the next 30 minutes. So we won't have a ton of time to go to those challenges. But what we'll do is first start with starting 11. And both teams, frankly, you know what? Let me make this bigger. Both teams, frankly, are going really, really strong. Normally in Carabao Cup games, as you know, teams don't go as strong as they normally do in the regular season because they have to rotate players and they give fringe players an opportunity to play. For some teams, when you get down to what we call nitty-gritty, is quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals, they may rotate somewhat, but more often than not, they want to continue to play those who brought them to where they are. But today it's a little bit different. Arsenal is going really, really strong, and Newcastle going with their regular first team. Now, Newcastle only has 3 competition, right? Because they're not in Europe. We are in Europe. And they have been doing exceedingly well in the league. They have won their last 5 games, which is really, really good for them. They're playing really well. The Guimaraes, Joe Linton, Tonali combination in midfield, and Willock, who was there, got displaced by Tonali, is really functioning well. Obviously today, Guimaraes is out the team because of, I think, accumulation of yellow cards. But let's go through each team. We'll start with the opposition first. We have Anthony Gordon, Alexander Isak, and Murphy up front. And the surprising player in Newcastle this year to me is Murphy, who has kept both Harvey Barnes out, even though Harvey Barnes playing the left, he plays on the right, and Almiron out of the team. Almiron, remember when he first joined from the US, he was a fixture in the team, but haven't got much game time of late. And Murphy has come on leaps and bounds, has been playing really well, scoring goal, creating assists. In fact, he's up there in the assist totals. Joe Linton, who came to Newcastle as a £40-something million striker when they spent a lot of money for him, didn't function well as center forward, got placed in midfield by a mistake or someone got injured, and he's been a fixture ever since. Tonali, who came over, was out for a year with a betting scandal, is now in place and solidified in the midfield. And Joe Willock, who has had a lot of injury problems and was a former Arsenal player, is now in for Guimaraes, who has been also brilliant this season. And in defense, they have Hall and Livramento on both wings, left and right back, who are playing really, really well. I think Trippier is now out injured, but was being kept up by Livramento at one point. And then you have Dan Burns and Sven Botman, who's been out for a while, who are now in with Drabaka in the goal because Pope, as you know, is out injured and long-term injury. I think Dubravka is actually have a contract to go to the Middle East. So we'll see how that works out. So now we'll go to my team, Arsenal, who are, it's going to be interesting for Arsenal today because we have a full team, and I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with my defense and my midfield. I struggle with my offense. So we have Ryan Gold, who's been good this season. It's been good since he joined us. Started off really shaky when he first came to us from Brentford, but has been doing well since. Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, now joined by the 18-year-old youngster Lewis Kelly, are doing really well. And of the 4 defenders there, and people may give me grief on this, I think 3 are world class. People say my assessment of Timber as being world class is really too early. He's just started out, but I know world class when I see it. And you watch today, if Anthony Gordon gets a lot of time to maneuver and do what he normally does and run by him, you see how that works out today for Anthony Gordon. My midfield have a couple world-class players. I think Partey and Odegaard are world-class. I think Declan Rice, people know my view on him. He's a good player, but overpriced and doesn't do enough for me. And up front, we're challenged. Trossard has been awful. Martinelli has regressed. And Kai Havertz, even though I think he has about 7 goals, he's a good football player, but he's not a dynamic center forward. So I think my midfield and my defense are in a good place. I'm comfortable. I think my forward line, I am concerned. Don't have a lot of goals there. Don't have a lot of assists. And my 2 wingers are just not doing enough. Now, they have 2 youngsters they're playing against. You would think they would rinse today, but none of them can rinse anybody. It's really sad. Now, Jesus, I'm sure it's a rotation issue. Because maybe Jesus would have started instead of Trossard, frankly. But we know Jesus' injury record. We know how things have been for him. So it may make sense for him to be on the bench today. And Havertz, who has been out ill for the last 2 games, is now back. And on the bench, we have Tierney. I wonder why we keep putting Tierney on the bench and he's going to Celtics. Zinchenko, Kiwior. We have 3 left backs on the bench. We have 4 left backs on the bench. We have 4 left backs. People, what are we trying to have a left back team? We have Tierney, Kiwior, who plays centre back. Califleur and Jorginho Califleur on the bench. Zinchenko is on the bench. Didn't I see Zinchenko here? Oh, by the way, Sterling is back on the bench. So Sterling is recovered. Now, why the hell did we start Sterling over Trossard? Like, what the hell is that about? I know he just returned because he was injured. I'm not sure how bad the injury was, but there's no way I'm playing Trossard on that field. Now, he may score today and he may look good, but he has been inconsistent. He's not been inconsistent. He's been poor this season. Poor. So but I'm glad to see Sterling back and may get a chance to run out today at some point. I'm sure we're going to need attackers. We have a bunch of left backs, Jesus and Sterling, and Mikel Merino and Jorginho. That's the team. So we have people who are out. Tomiyasu's out, long-term injury. Ben White is out, had surgery. He's out for a while. Saka is out. We're not sure if he's going to return this year. They said a couple of months now. It's extended. We have Nwaneri have muscle problems, out for a few weeks. So Dr. Dan, bless up. The game is on Paramount and the game is on ITV in the UK. You know what? I can tell you all the channels, but it's Paramount US, ITV UK, because I have a listing here that give all the games broadcast. So let's see here. I think in Canada, it's DAZN, I guess Dance Canada. In Jamaica, it's what? In Jamaica, it's trying to find it. It's ESPN Caribbean, which is pretty cool. In the US, it's Paramount. I thought Paramount US had a couple channels here. Paramount, Sirius FM, that's radio. So Paramount US, look like Paramount may have exclusive rights to these games. ESPN Jamaica, ITV UK, Dance Canada. Those are probably the main locations where Jamaicans reside. So those are locations where I'm giving you channels where the game on. So should be a good game. Looking forward to the game. Newcastle going to be tough, people. Winning 5 straight and looking like, you know what? They're contenders. Not necessarily the Premier League, but they're contenders in terms of FA Cup, League Cup, and even the league, because I know Liverpool is up by a lot and have a game in hand. But you never know. You never know. Given how they're playing, they look like they're going to keep on winning. Paul Watkins, how you doing? Hey, Paul, I got a text today from somebody. I won't say who. Person sent me sick. Person was really upset. I guess somebody must have told him. They say I'm sick, actually. I must be sick. That's why I act the way I do. I'm basically telling them they ain't seen nothing yet. As I get more information and data, I'm bringing it to the public. I was on a conference call yesterday with people who are not happy about the situation, what's happening. And I'm just the messenger. I keep telling people I'm just a messenger. Now, I may deliver my message forcefully, but I'm just a messenger. And it's not about beating anybody, actually, Paul, but it's trying to get people to change behavior and to change culturally how we operate. As a society and as a people, we have to change. We're out of control. And by the way, people, I'm dropping by Friday, about 4 videos, a couple of them, one on Trump, one on some lady. I saw something on Maverick today, and I'm going to call him out. Some lady farmer who got her planting stolen. I'm dropping a video on that. And I have a couple more videos I want to drop, but that takes some time because I have to do them right. I have to take some time to do it. Yeah. That's how it is. Hey, Paul, you have it right. When you talk the truth, you're sick. We're here to talk other stuff, but I'll be dropping more videos. Even. My Balanced View channel is going to be hot this year. I'm working on about 4 or 5 different topics. So I want you guys to go over and subscribe to my Balanced View channel. If you want to talk about social activities, you want to talk about criminal justice, all those things, which are very important topics, I want you to go join my Balanced View channel because I'll be dropping quite a bit of knowledge on there. Maybe even knowledge that I can learn from. The players are now walking from the tunnel out onto the field. I'm looking forward to this game. I think it's sort of one of those games which sort of tells you where you are because it's interesting that when we played them at their place, we were just okay. I don't think any team was really the better team, but we didn't really dominate them. In fact, we haven't dominated them in a while. They have given us a really, really, really hard time. So we have to find ways to figure out how to beat Newcastle. And Botman coming back, if he's playing well, is going to make our job today much more difficult. Much, much more difficult. So we see how that works out. But I'm gonna try to find my link and drop my link in the chat. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'm pushing the channel big time this year. I have some New Year's resolution, and one of those is that I have certain numbers I want to meet. I have certain objectives in place that I want to achieve, and only way I can do that if you help me do so. Bless up Float Management. Hey, Float, how's everything going? Thanks for joining. So if you just join us, we're getting ready to partake of the game between Arsenal and Newcastle. It's Carabao Cup, or more importantly known League Cup semi-final. It's 2 legs, by the way, so it's not knockout. There are 2 legs to this. First leg is here. The next leg, I think, is on February 5th. And we need the breather because we're running out of people. We're running out of bodies, actually. So we need a breather. But it should be a good game. And as I normally do, I'm going to put my glasses on, even though the screen is right in front of me. Put my glasses on. Now, I'm very pleased with my midfield and my defense. Very pleased. You guys, tell me if you think. Please click on the link, frankly, if you haven't subscribed yet to my Balanced View channel. Florida Cool. Well, welcome to Cool. Float. Stop not telling the truth, Float, to people about Florida Cool. There's cold and then there's cool, right? There's cold and then there's cool. New York cold. What the temperature? Coming to Florida can't below 55. Okay, if Florida go below 55, then we know climate change gone. New York, so right now it's 31 degrees, and it's not sunny. It was snowing actually yesterday. It's 31 degrees. It's below freezing. All right, but if you're in your house and you have heat, then you're not worried about it. If you don't, it's a different story. It's 31 degrees, people. So when you say Florida cold, you have to say Florida, both Florida cold thing. You put on a sweater, cool. It's not hot, but it's not cold. I'm sure Florida is not. Look at that. 42 now. Wow, 42. That's cold for Florida. because I used to spend a lot of time in Florida. That's cold for Florida. If it's 42 there, it must be 42 more though. Where up Jacksonville area? I don't think Fort Lauderdale is 42. Yeah, it's in North Florida. Okay. I see East Saco we need to go get. Yeah, that's cold for Florida if you're in the 40s, because you guys don't really deal with the cold thing too well. You probably got all your jackets or have it someplace where you can't find it. Because I don't have enough basement to put them stuff there. So yeah. Panhandle. Okay, Granero. Granjero, I should say. Yeah. So the game is off. I'm gonna see which channel is showing me quicker. I'm watching two sources of the game. They're trying to play out from the back, trying to go long over the top to Joe Linton. Saliba has him Marshall throwing to us. Now, I hope we learn from this last few weeks. People are complaining about us taking too long to put the ball in play. Even if we're leading 5-0, we're still doing that nonsense. Look at Timber. He's working for a yellow card. Look how long he's taking to throw the ball. It's because we're not moving? That's ridiculous. Maybe we just need to get off the person marking us and move the ball. It takes forever to move the ball. So Trossard is playing on the right tonight. Yeah, I think it's better for Trossard on the right because Martin lets 4 on the left. $4 lets 60. Okay. Well, if it's after midnight, float your sleep, so you don't really care. Just make sure you have warm. Go Macy's and buy some warm thing for your sheet, and then you have one blanket. Yeah, right. I get a blanket where you can heat up. But yeah, you guys are right. Florida is not the normal Florida I know of in winter, if that's the case. You just joined us. We're just 1 minute in. I think my feed is a little bit slow, actually. Paramount is streaming. And game tied at 0. Carabao Cup semi-final between Arsenal and Newcastle. Should be a good game. We can't afford to make Isak score again, though. Making a habit nowadays. We have a good team today. So both managers are trying to win this game. I think everybody see the trophy in sight and they want to win the trophy. So and we have Lewis Kelly playing the inverted. That's a harbor pass by Gabriel. Arsenal coming forward. Rice looking to pass the ball out to Timber, who I've been saying I think is world class. One thing I like about when you watch these games, something you should focus on how well these players play under pressure, how they don't get nervous under pressure, they're calm under pressure, and they make good decisions when under pressure, which is very important. So you see Lewis Kelly, for example, being really pressured. He's in between Partey and Saliba, and how well he navigates. They got a chance already. I don't know what we're doing. That was a chance to Joe Linton. If he just took his time, he's in the box, he should be doing better. Isak is just running off people, and we're not picking him up. See, he just ran off Gabriel a while ago, and Gabriel is not. Look, Gabriel, he's going to always try to get behind. Don't worry about him getting the ball in front of you. Arsenal need a coach. We have a coach. You have a manager. We're playing the ball in areas where we can't do anything with it. Or we recycle the play. I don't know what Trossard was trying to do a while ago. I'm just not a Trossard fan. People are going to say, well, you're not a Havertz fan either. But I'm more Havertz than Trossard. Don't think he does enough. So if you just joined us, we are watching the game between Arsenal and Newcastle. We're in the 4th minute, score tied at 0. If you just come to watch the game, it's on Paramount in the US, ESPN in the Caribbean, and Dance in Canada. Martin with the ball, looking to cross. Trying to go far post. Good cross by Martinelli. The ball headed out. Havertz trying to get in. Held by John Linton. Odegaard trying to find Timber. Timber with a really good cross to the far post. Headed out by really brilliant cross by Timber. By Livramento for a corner to Arsenal. And the teams, by the way, that are the starting lineups are on the screen. As you can see, both teams are very, very strong today. So this is where we are dangerous. Newcastle is a very big team, so they're a very imposing team. So it should be interesting how this works in terms of our corners. But we have the same setup with all our players lined up at the back post, except for Gabriel, who's in the middle, trying to run off his man. There's a lot of holding going on. Referees getting involved. I'm sure Newcastle has practiced to try to prevent us from manipulating what we do to score in corners and set pieces, but it's hard to defend. Corner, Rice with the kick. Good corner coming in, headed over, goal kick to Newcastle. I need to see a corner again. We should have done better with that, actually. Let's see what happened. It should have been chipped over. So Timber ran to the near post. The ball fell on the top of his head. All he has to do is try to slice it. Oh, that's a good opportunity, actually. He just headed the wrong direction. I think in the summer we should go for Isak. Even if he costs £100 million. He's a really good player. Newcastle coming forward again. The cross. Played by Saliba. Now, why is Trossard going to go on the other side of the man? Isn't that dumb? You play. He's trying to get on the side of the man, which is then going to get him away from his goal. That's a dumb defending. That's not smart defending. You always protect the man getting behind you. He's trying to get the ball and realize that the man just turned him inside and then go and get away to get in the box. That's just not smart defending. Newcastle playing well so far. They've had it better. We haven't gone in their boxes yet, apart from playing in those crosses. They have worked the ball into our box. Newcastle coming forward again. I must say, they look the better team so far. We're having trouble getting out. They're not having difficulty getting out. Frankly, so far, they're the better team. I noticed this year we haven't pressed like we normally have in the past. Now, I know we have had injuries and fitness may be an issue, but our press is not what it used to be. Arsenal won the ball. Trossard, play the ball inside. Trossard, where are you going? He had the ball one time. Just play the ball inside to Odegaard and go for the 1-2. I don't know what he's dribbling down into no man's land. He has no idea where he's going, and Gordon bailed him out by fouling him. When you get the ball, and that's what Saka is good at, people. He's always surveying the field to make the best decision. I don't know. Trossard play with his feet, not with his head. So here's another Arsenal free kick. Our set piece. Odegaard taking it. He's going to curve it into the... I don't know, we don't do Rice curving it away from goal versus Odegaard curving it into the goal. I'm not buying that. I prefer somebody bring it away from the keeper so he struggles to get to it. So Odegaard with a set piece. Good set piece. Hit it out. Good shot by Martinelli, blocked. Brilliant shot. Wow. Brilliant shot by Trossard, and it ricocheted to the keeper. And Havertz was right there. The ball came over, headed out by Newcastle. Played in by Trossard, shot by Martinelli in the block. Shot again by Saliba, almost ricochet to Havertz. Matter of inches or maybe a foot. It's a good shot by Saliba. It chipped, blocked, and Havertz couldn't react quickly enough. We're in the 10th minute of play. Score tied at 0. It's Carabao Cup semi-final between Arsenal and Newcastle. I think Gordon is in for an interesting afternoon. Bless up, Jermaine Miller. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you being here. What is Raya doing? What was Raya doing a while ago? You're trying to pass a ball between the lines there. That's not smart. What are you doing? They're pressing up on us. Play the ball. That's why the problem. People see me complain about this. And he's passing the ball to nobody. Here's the thing about us. I don't know why he doesn't play Martinelli in the middle sometimes. When teams are pressing you this high, you have one of 4 choices. You can play before the first line of defense, behind the first line, before it, behind it, behind the second line, and behind the third line. If they're on the halfway line, then put Martinelli up top and put him behind the second line, the third line. Let them chase. I don't understand why teams do this. And why we're trying to play out, and he almost gave away a goal a while ago. Now, I would love to see how many times you played it from the back that's led to a goal versus how many goals have been given up. I bet the difference is not that great. Newcastle looking good so far. They're pressing. I don't know Newcastle's a pressing team, which is interesting. Good ball by Partey to Martinelli. Over a chance not to get behind. He should just cross it. He doesn't cross it. No idea what Martinelli is doing. Trossard is in. Cross the darn ball. Your boy has no footballing brain. Look at this play. Ball comes to Martinelli. Trossard played one time right there. One time right there. He's waiting. He's waiting. By the time he looks up again, the play is gone. He has no footballing brain. It's been a constant all season. If you look up the first time you play the ball in, let Trossard run after it because he was in. He wasn't behind. He wasn't offside. But he has to do what he does. He's looking for money on the field, and he can't find the money, so he loses track of where he is. Play football like he's looking for change. Corner coming in. Good corner. Oh, over the bar by Timber. A little bit too short. It was right there. Right there. He couldn't get over that. Wow. Timber came in, backed off. The ball fell on his head. He's got to do better with that. I'm sorry. He's got to do better with that. He's got to do better. Yeah. I don't know. He needs to get a little bit higher. No, he's poor header. Poor header. That's twice now he's gotten the ball to head the ball and he's kicked to the ball. It's poor header by Timber. That's twice now. The first one, to drop on top of his head, he could have done better with. This one, he should definitely have hit the target. We are now pressing, more full force pressing, which is good. So it's Timber and Gordon. Gordon has him one-on-one, trying to come inside. Wow. Newcastle has all their players up in full force. We need to pressure the ball. Good recover, Arsenal. Now, they're going to look for outlets. When we press them, they're going long, which is what you should do. Uh-oh. I'm not sure if that's good or bad, Jeremy. I'm getting a lot of feedback on that show, actually. I was telling someone earlier that the one person texted me and said, I'm sick. You can imagine who that is. And I said, I haven't replied, by the way, because if I give them a reply, they wouldn't like my reply. So I was silent. I'm sure I'll be getting more feedback. People in JFF may never talk to me again. But the truth shall set me free, as they say. Newcastle trying to work their way out. We tried to go behind a while ago. I know why Gabriel trying to be that final passer. And Isak is doing a brilliant job running off us. He's trying to take on Saliba. He's done a brilliant job of getting around Saliba. Wow. He did that really easy, by the way. He's a brilliant player. Newcastle getting chances, multiple chances. I haven't seen any forward give our defense so much trouble just in the first part. He's just running off people, and we're not responding well. A while ago, that should be Gabriel. Gabriel has to understand he's trying to go behind. Look, he just got by a while ago. Just got by Saliba. That was close. We don't have any forward that dynamic. That's what we're lacking. We don't have anybody to play like that. He's just running off our defenders, and they're not reacting. You can't. We're having trouble with Isak. Bless up, Jargons. Thanks for joining. If you just join us, we're in the 15th minute. It's been I would say Newcastle has had the better chances so far. We're in the 16th minute. The Isak is running riot. And score tied at 0. We really haven't gotten any chances from open play. So Martinelli coming forward. He has a chance to go by his man. Taking too long to dribble the ball. She just come inside now. Goes wide to Trossard. Trossard with the ball looking for a pass. Try to go long to nobody. Out of bounds for a goal kick. You just Trossard, you shouldn't be on the field. I don't know why Arteta have you out there. I don't know if you paid him or something, but why are you on the field? I have no idea. You've been awful for a long time now, and he keeps playing you. And he has people like Sterling on the bench. Why? I know Sterling was injured, but he can't be worse than you, Trossard. Seriously. We're trying to press, but they're beating our press very well. And the way they're beating our press is just running Isak off the center forwards, the central defenders who are not responding. Like Gabriel looked like he's stuck in mud. And Saliba has to cover him. Those are Gabriel's run. He needs to watch Isak going behind him. Don't worry if he gets the ball in front of you. Look for him to go behind. That's what he's looking to do. I haven't seen much of Joe Linton in the game, but I've seen a lot of Isak. I've seen Tonali. I've seen some Willock. They have a good team. Really good team. And Murphy and Isak and Gordon are good players. They're a difficult team for us. Throw the ball quicker. Throw the ball quicker. We take too long. It's almost like we're not moving when we have a throw in. That's why we struggle to get the ball in. Look how long he's taking to throw. That's 25 seconds already gone. Throw the damn ball. If you throw it to them, it's annoying to watch this. That's how we get yellow cards. Good ball by Raya. I want to see Rice in this game. He's playing the 8. He should be more dominant in this game. People in England keep telling me he's world class. I don't know. I'm not sure world class what, because he's not a footballer. Come Partey. You need to come into the game, Partey. You're not in the game. We need to control the game. We're playing at home. They're playing smart. They're pressing sometimes when we have the ball deep to the keeper, and then when we get to the halfway line, they just stay on the halfway line and have their 3 blocks of defense and looking really good. And we're just going sideways. So look at Martinelli on the left side. You got to be able to get behind the defender there, right there. We can't go over the top to him. Yes, Partey. Go over the top to Martinelli. Martinelli is looking to go behind, run inside of the defender, and go behind. The play is there. It's nonsense. That ball a while ago go to 2 people and go to nobody. Both Livramento and Martinelli are down. Martinelli, like he's holding his knee. Let's see what happens. None of them going for the ball. Rice stepped away from it. Oh, Livramento went into him. Yeah, Livramento went. He slid into him. Took him out. That was a poor ball by Odegaard. The ball wasn't going to anybody. He just passed the ball in a space. And if you haven't heard people, those Floridians in the house are saying that Florida is cold, which is interesting. So I mean, having a cold blast coming across the U.S. because New York is really cold. Arsenal coming forward with Timber. A lot of room to run. Need to go wide to Trossard. Trossard need to go wide to Rice. He plays the ball inside to Odegaard, who's trying to flick the ball to nobody. Trossard coming forward. Try to cross it. Ball's out of bounds for a corner to Arsenal. I know Odegaard was flicking that ball to Odegaard. Odegaard has come back from injury. He hasn't been the same Odegaard acted before the injury. He scored 1 goal all season. He needs to produce. We can't have a player who's playing when we have inept forwards up front and our 10 is not scoring anything and not giving assists. Not a good thing. It's all good to look pretty on the ball, but you got to be productive and effective. Corner by Odegaard. Poor, punched out. Good turn by Lewis Kelly. Coming forward. Brilliant ball to Timber, who is on his heels. Brilliant ball to Timber, who's on his heels. Brilliant ball by Lewis Kelly. Timber is on his heels, people. If he is not on his heels, so Kelly comes forward, he turns on his man brilliantly, come back inside, and Timber is not expecting the pass. A little bit too hard, but he's not expecting the pass. That's one thing Lewis Kelly does, play between the lines really well, something that Rice needs to learn to do. Tressa, why you pass the ball to Partey? I don't understand Trossard. I understand why he's on the field in the first place. Odegaard wide to Timber. Timber trying to cross, go back to Odegaard. Odegaard should go to Partey. Partey plays it to Gabriel, who goes to Rice. So we're trying to penetrate, but we don't do a good job of getting behind defenses nowadays. Partey trying to find not a good pass by Partey. I'm telling you, Isak is really good, people. Really, really good. He's just slicing us up. He's just slicing us up, I'm telling you. He's slicing us up. We can't mark him. Is what we need. Now, let's see what Isak is complaining about, because he's saying like he got tripped or something. He's just slicing us up. Now he's running forward. I bet it's Trossard. Must be Trossard. Trossard has no sense. Trossard should not be on our field. I don't want Trossard on the field. He pulled the man back a while ago. Full pullback. It should be a free kick. Trossard has no sense. He's not out there. Defensive, offensively, he's clueless. I don't know why he's on the goddamn field. It's annoying to see Arteta keeps playing him. He's the one who gave away against City. He gave the game away against Bournemouth. And he looked like he want to give this one away too. Jargons? Why? You know something? That's the one thing I miss in life, It's football. I'm telling you. I've had a lot of injuries, though. I've had like 4 knee surgery, thumb surgery from football, but it's the best time ever when I was playing with all the friends that you have. And it was even more so after the game. I remember I used to play ball with Buffalo in New York. You have Diego Gordon. And after the game, and Echo George, they both passed along now. It wasn't the ball people. It were comedians. It's like going to a best comedy show ever. That was the best fun ever, just the comedy show. And don't be in the front row seat because you're part of the comedy. You're part of the, you're subject to being totally annihilated if you're in the front row seat. So yeah, Joggers, it's been great, but hey, can't play no football. Those days are done. Right now, I'm just being a YouTuber giving trouble. I'm sure I know people who play up there, though. Do you know Eric Irons? He referees. You know Bodai? In Jargons, you know Bodai? I used to play with Bodai, actually. I know Eric now referees in Orlando, actually. And Bodai was also, I used to play with him, and he was also my coach. At some point, he became a coach, very young coach, too. And I embossed me on midfield because me used to play forward. I don't think I was a very good forward, but midfield, well, take it like duck like water, playing center link. Then when I went to over 35, I went back to forward. Then I learned how to play the game. You don't know him? You must know him, man. If you follow the ball, then you should know him. You know Donovan Dixon? I say if you know people run the ball thing. You don't think Donovan playing no ball no more. But Donovan used to be involved with Rovers in New York. And I think I communicated with Donovan was in Orlando when I went to watch Reggae Boys down there. Wow, it's a bad foul by Joe Linton. Just commit fouls after fouls and never gets yellow card. Okay. See Arteta again animated on the sideline. We're 27 minutes in, people. And the score tied at 0. I would say they have got the better chances. We haven't really penetrated them. Arsenal coming forward with Gabriel. Louis Skelly's taking some chances. I hope he doesn't have any bad turnovers. It's going to cost a goal because I could see that happening. A really good ball. Odegaard to Havertz. Back to Odegaard. Trying to find Trossard in the middle. I think we're taking more risk now, which is better. Shot by Gabriel. Not a bad shot, actually. Wide outside the post, but not a bad shot. Got a kick from outside the box at some point. It's not a bad shot. Just need to be much more on target. I think it would give keeper trouble if it was any place on target. We haven't taken a lot of shots that he hasn't had to make. That's the thing, people. The last number of games we played, keeper hasn't to make any saves. We're not putting the keepers under pressure. We do a good job in the first 3 quarters of the field, but Newcastle is trying to jump the plays a lot of time. Actually, I noticed that. Oh, here we go with Trossard. They're trying to jump the play. Good ball by Partey. Good ball to Martinelli. Martinelli is going to be on goal. Martinelli is in on goal. Oh, he hit the upright. Wow. He's got to show more composure there. He just kicked with hope. Wow. That's why I say Martinelli should be going through the middle, people. I've said that earlier in the game. You need that speed through the middle because they're playing high. He got through on goal and he just blasted it. All he has to do is try to chip it to the far corner, The keeper came out, made it easy. He just went hard. Now, he was trying to go to the near post. I don't know why he's going near post for his far post in the air. He's got to do better with that. He's through and goal. We need to run him off and need to do more of this. That play is open. Isak is doing it for them. We need to do more of that. I'm not sure why we're not doing it. When somebody plays you high, you have certain challenges you have to make. And the choices are, you know what? I try to beat each line of defense or go over the top. Over the top plays there. Their defenders are not that quick. Lewis Kelly coming forward, driving at the defense, plays it into Martinelli. Martinelli have a chance to beat Butman one-on-one. Go back to Lewis Kelly, who tried to cross, comes across to Trossard, who shoots, miss. To Odegaard, who, I don't know what he's doing. His shooting is way off. He's shooting like a defender. That was poor by Odegaard. Lewis Kelly cross, not the best cross, flat, came to Trossard who tried to shoot. Pass it to Odegaard, who went high and wide like a field goal kicker. And in fact, that time when he likes to do, he should have faked the shot and pulled the ball back. Oh, okay, jargons. Makes sense. Oh, it's a corner to Arsenal. Rice with the corner. I guess that took a ricochet. 38th minute, game tied at 0. Corner to Arsenal. Good corner again. Keep a miss. Oh. Wow. That's close. Unbelievable. We couldn't even get a toe on that ball to go in. Wow. We have to score that. That ball fell. He was all over the place. The keeper came. The blocker came, missed the ball. We couldn't put it in. Arsenal coming forward again. 31st minute. Looking to penetrate the Newcastle defense. Ball out to Saliba. Timber out wide. Trossard. Need to go back to Saliba. Trossard. Go back to Saliba. Trossard. You make team football look difficult. Lewis Kelly plays the ball out to Rice. Goes to Martinelli. Well, of course, got to dribble first and then goes nowhere and come back. Lewis Kelly is just a baller, people. Brilliant baller. Martinelli tries to go over the top. Horrible, horrible, horrible cross. That's all I can say about that. I'm not sure who's trying to pass that to. His passing is woeful. Newcastle now trying to play from the back, and we're pressing. It's almost like a half press because we're not in people's faces. And they're now struggling to get out. Close them down pretty good, actually. 32nd minute, score tied at 0. Both teams have had chances. Most of our chances have come from set pieces. They have scrambled on our set pieces. The Rice does take brilliant set pieces, but we haven't made any of them count. Oh, by a touch by Partey. Isak has it. Good play by Arsenal, defending. 33rd minute of the Carabao Cup semi-final between Arsenal and Newcastle. Score tied at 0. The ball fell so many people to Partey, and Partey couldn't lift his foot up. Let's see what age does to you. For information, play over 60 and first you broke something jargons. Because when something broke, it can't mend in the jargons. You stay there. If you're playing that kind of football, when something breaks, it doesn't mend. I'm telling you. So no. But that's good though. If you can play at that age, that's good. That's excellent, actually. Newcastle coming forward. They've broken the press. That's Trossard's, man. You need to go tackle the man, Trossard, and stop jockeying. We got to run Martinelli off the defender. I don't know why he's always outside. Just like you see Isak doing, just going off the center halves. We got to do that with our with Martinelli. Because Havertz is as slow as a snail, so he can't run off anybody. Newcastle now playing it around. They've slowed the game down, and we have decided to drop back and Three lines of defense in our half. There are some slight gaps behind the first and second line, but not enough to easily penetrate. And Gabriel wants to go long, but it wasn't there. And they're now slowly coming upfield. They're not pressing hard. They're trying to link us up. We're trying to go long to Rice. Rice said he didn't hand the ball, and the referee said you did. Got to run off Rice. Saliba coming forward, looking for a pass. Goes back to Partey. Partey coming forward, trying to push the team up the field to Lewis Kelly. I think he's been very impressive. To be 18-year-olds and play at that level is something else. Shows you what the academy does and the world coached. 35 minutes in, game tied at 0. All right, trying to go along. I think what we're trying to do is get somebody behind the defense. Brilliant move. Brilliant move by Hall a while ago. Odegaard went for the fake. If he didn't go for the fake, he'd have robbed him and gone in. If he didn't go for the fake, so he faked the kick. If he didn't go for the fake, he just pulled it back from him. Odegaard didn't even know what happened. "36 minutes in, game tied at 0. Arsenal need to win the first game. You can't go to Newcastle down or tied. Not a good thing." Dubravka with the goal kick. I don't even call it goal kick. It's like in the middle of Newcastle half. 1-0 Newcastle. Wow. Poor defending. Ball dropped, bounced around. Unlike us, who never picked it up when he came over, they picked it up. I don't know what our defense was doing. We're all over the place. All over the place, people. All over the place. And we ain't got no offense to score no goals. I'm not sure how we're going to recover from this. All over the place. I want to go. Ball dropped, bounced, dropped all over the place, and fell. I don't know what we're doing. So Gordon's in offside position. Ball's over. We have ball headed down, and Isak is Willock actually. Willock is wide open. Nobody's marking him. So that's Odegaard's man, and he pushed Odegaard in the back and put it in the net. Slide push. No, actually it's Isak. Push Odegaard in the back and put him back in the net. That's poor defending. Poor defending. That was an easy. I don't know. Nobody's looking at Isak. That's poor. We can't score goals from open play against good teams. I'm not sure this is going to work. And he's been busy all evening, actually. So it's not surprised he scored. He's had us. They're coming forward again. It's Isak again. Cuts inside. Play the ball out to Gordon. Ball won by Rice. Yep. Bad goal to give up. We had those on set pieces now. We didn't get any luck. They got luck. The ball fell to, we have none of that. Ball came over. People are pushing and fighting. Headed down. Murphy touched it right to Isak. That shouldn't happen. Sorry. I don't know what Odegaard was doing. Well, they got their chance. They took it. Martinelli had his, didn't take it. So We need a change at halftime. Both Martinelli and Trossard can come to me. Between Sterling and Jesus. Good ball over the top to Rice. Wow. Good ball, Lewis Kelly. Lewis Kelly showing Declan Rice. I think Lewis Kelly should play the 8 versus Declan Rice. Came past the ball over the top for crap. Can't beat nobody between the lines. Lewis Kelly showing how it should be done. He's playing like a true 6 or 8. Whenever Newcastle coming forward, they look like they can score. We don't look like we can ever score. We had Martinelli get away the keeper and just went wide versus trying to go over the top where the whole right side of the goal was open. Arsenal coming forward, ball deep in Newcastle's half. When we get the ball up top, we slow it down and we play it around and we don't go anywhere. See, we give the ball away again. We don't go anywhere with it. There's nothing penetrative. Our forwards can't beat anybody, so we struggle. Can't create any magic. We have no magic. Like say Isak creating for Newcastle, we have no magic. Rice coming forward. Ball to Partey. He has a chance to shoot. So a free kick to Arsenal, just outside the box. Why Joe Linton can't get a yellow card? Finally gets a yellow card because he's been fouling people all game. Finally. He fouls continue. I watched him play this Saturday against Tottenham. And he committed like 4 or 5 fouls and got no yellow cards. Partey come forward, fake, and then got pushed down. Yeah, it's a clear foul in the back. It's going to be, whose free kick is this? Is this Odegaard? We're not good at free kicks from here. Isak is who we should buy. We're looking at Isak when he was in Spain. He was 30-something, 40-something million then. We didn't go for him. Newcastle buy him, and the rest is history. He has the injury problems, but he's a brilliant player. Quick, mobile, has all the attributes that we're looking for. I think Newcastle has money problem. We should go buy him next year. They're not going to sell him now, but we should try to buy him. We need a center forward and a winger, a left winger and a center forward. I don't know why Odegaard's shooting it, because Odegaard ain't shooting well nowadays. It ain't your shot, Odegaard. I'm sorry. You're not shooting well nowadays. I would even have Rice take it. Given the way he take his corners and his free kicks, I'm sure he can put one in the top corner. Odegaard is not shooting well to be taking this. 43 minutes in, or in the 44th minute, score tied at, well, we're going to say score tied at 0. No, it's Newcastle 1, Arsenal 0. So it looks like it's going to be Odegaard. See Trossard. It look like it's Trossard. It's Odegaard. He kicks the ball in the wall. That's not surprising. When you out of form people in terms of your shooting and all that, why the hell are you taking a free kick? There's no way you should be taking anything. Long ball over, trying to find Havertz. Ball into Lewis Kelly. To Timber. Odegaard going far post, find Rice. Oh, ball blocked again. We can't get a ball on goal. That's a clear chance to get that ball on goal. Oh, he almost had Murphy in a while ago. Willikin. That's poor defending on our part. Almost had Willikin. If he just played the ball at the top, Willikin is in and goal. We're all over the place. We're getting chances, from set pieces, but we're not showing any composure in front of goal. We're just shooting without looking what we're doing. We're not faking anybody, getting them out of position. None of that. Arsenal coming forward again. Gabriel go inside to Lewis Kelly, looking for a pass. Go over the top to Martinelli, who looked like he was offside. Back to Partey. Partey looking for a pass. Can't see one. Goes wide out to Rice. Martinelli, go on the touchline. Give him an angle to pass the ball to you. Timber coming forward outside to Trossard. Try to play the ball to Odegaard in some place where... That's a foul, referee. What the hell? That's a foul. That was a foul on Trossard. How that's not a foul is beyond me. That's a clear foul. He took him out. How you don't call a foul there is beyond me. Wow. And the linesman is standing right there. Don't touch him. You're incompetent. Why are you touching the player? You're incompetent. Look at this. He goes for the ball. You run into him. Look. And you kick his leg. And you call no foul. You can't make that up. And the linesman is right there. So this ball come over. Must go to goes to... Oh, that was Gabriel. If he just faked that shot, looked like a handball too. If he fakes the shot, they're both trying to block it. We're trying to shoot too much and they're blocking it. Fake the shot and then kick. There's no ingenuity in terms of how we're playing football. A while ago, Gabriel is... If he just faked the shot and cut it, they're both jumping. The goal is wide open. We're almost at halftime. Scored on Newcastle 1, Arsenal 0. Lewis Kelly's just really good at shooting the ball. Plays the ball to Partey. Partey looking for a pass. Trying to go wide, but can't get a pass. Ball to Odegaard, to Trossard, who is limping badly. I think his day is done. He just kicks the ball away. I think his day is done. I think he got kicked by Gordon. I don't even know how that's not a foul. So halftime, people. Arsenal 0, Newcastle 1. Interesting first half of the game. Love to get your perspective. The score is 1-0 to Newcastle. Drew Ross, we have not... we have been okay. We have been good from set pieces as usual, but an open play? Nah, we're so-so. Sorry. We need better wingers. Martinelli has lost form for the last 2 years and still playing. And Trossard never had form. So, interesting game. We have Jesus on the bench. We have Sterling on the bench. I don't know if he's recovered. So we have options on the bench. I think Sterling should come on for Trossard may have been hurt, so maybe he's going to bring on Jesus on the right. Havertz has been quiet. Lewis Kelly's been in the game. Our midfield has been decent and good. Our defenders have been a little bit bummy because Isak is just running wild. So if I assess both teams and the game holistically, I think it's been Newcastle, to me, has the better run of play, not in terms of possession, but just in terms of opportunities from open play. But from set pieces, Arsenal's had the better opportunities and more chances. And actually, if they showed a little more composure in front of goal, could be ahead, actually. Super chat, if you don't react to a single goal the entire game. I cannot, people tell the writing studios I cannot be bought. I'm immune to being bought, so I can't be bought writing studios. So it ain't gonna happen. I cannot be bought. I'm sorry. No amount of money. Well, let's not say no amount of money. $200 can't buy me. I'm not cheap, you know. Hey, the writing students, I'm not cheap. $200, I'm not cheap. That's funny. If you get me 200 subscribers, though, that would work. If you get me 200 subscribers, that would work. That's what I'm working on, subscribers. But I appreciate the offer, but I'm sorry. Then I'm be a stooge if goal was scored and I had no reaction. I'm a very emotive commentator, analyst, whatever you want to call me, or YouTuber. So I'm not one of those people going to be passive and just sitting here and says, "Oh, the goal was scored, they scored." No. Not in my DNA, not my disposition. I get animated interviews, much less commenting. Elon Musk can buy anything he wants. He's trying to buy Germany. He's buying the US. He's buying a lot of stuff. He's bought Trump. So he's buying a lot of stuff. Elon Musk is from the old apartheid South Africa. He's a right-wing racist, frankly. And it's manifesting itself now. It's manifesting itself because of what he's aligning himself with. All right? So some people, true self, come through. And when you have that much money and you can't spend it all, then you got to find other things to do. Crank, I don't hear you mention Havertz. Is he in the game at all? Well, Havertz was sick, right? I said before that I haven't seen him. He was sick and he's playing like he's sick. I don't know why Sterling and Jesus are not in the game. Seriously. I don't know why Havertz. I mean, Trossard is getting better as the game progressed, but yeah, Havertz has not been playing. He was sick for a while, so he must have been really sick, really bad. And he's playing like he's sick because he's not in the game. You're right. But the play where we ran, so if we just take a step back and think about the game, I think Newcastle has had the better of the open field chances, as I said before, and we have had a number of chances from set pieces. I think if I was to break down the team, I think Raya is doing fine. He couldn't save that goal. My defense, a little bit shaky, to be honest, given the movement of Isak and Murphy up front. Gordon has been is non-existent because obviously playing against Timber, and he makes players non-existent. So defensively, we've been okay, but a little bit, we've been average. We haven't been exceptional like we normally are. We have been average. And I think we have 3 world-class defenders in our team, but we've been average. In midfield, we're decent, right? Rice is not prominent as I think he should be. Partey is there doing what he normally does. And Odegaard, who can't score to save his life, he's been okay. But up front, as you indicated, Havertz is non-existent. Martinelli had a clear running on goal and did nothing with it, hit the upright, when frankly, the whole right side, the keeper came out. So if he just slowed himself down and chip it over the keeper's head, it's a goal. And then Trossard is Trossard. He thinks he should play. He wants to play. He's not effective. Yeah, Gabriel Isak has been playing really smart, and we're not responding to it. So what Isak is doing is going as if he's going towards the ball, then he peels off, and Gabriel is not reacting. And because normally our defenders play the man real tight, and they pressure the ball. They pressure the person who's playing center forward. Well, Isak is not allowing himself to be pressured. He's moving. And a while ago, that goal was, to me, Odegaard's fault. Because look at Odegaard. He's right beside Isak. Isak pushed him in the back, right? Slight nudge to get him out of the way, and then the ball came to him and he scored. He pushed him in the back. See? He pushed him in the back. That's a foul to me because it gave him an advantage, but the referee didn't call it. He pushed him in the back to get an advantage. The referee didn't call it, and he scored. Unfortunately. But we had chances, but mainly from set pieces. We're not creating anything from open play. Nothing. We're not creating anything from open play. It's been a problem for a lot of this season. You see some goals we score 5 against Sporting, we score 5 against Crystal Palace, we score 3 against Crystal Palace, 5 West Ham, but those are the games. But there are other games like the Ipswich and games like Everton and like today's game where we're not scoring a lot of goals. Man U, we're not really scoring. Man U's mainly set pieces. We're not creating anything from open play. Now I'm looking at the run by he's wide open. I don't know. He just shoots. Martinelli, he just shoots. It's not as if he knew what he was doing. He's trying to go near post. But why are you going near post when the whole left side is open? I don't know why you're going left post, near post. When you just had to slow yourself down and try to chip the ball, and the goal is wide open. You're talking Martinelli. Okay. Yeah. Martinelli lacks a brain. You know, I shouldn't say that. Martinelli, let me use euphemism and be nice. Martinelli most time makes bad decisions. Most times. Now we got chances. Timber had a header he missed, which frankly he has to score. The ball hit him versus him. The ball hit him versus him heading the ball. And Gabriel was right there, two people. When he had the ball, it was going to Gabriel, which is interesting. He was sort of under the ball, but yeah. And then he had another ball. He's trying to back heel, and he couldn't back heel. Instead of passing someone in front of him, he tried to back heel, and he's right on goal. So our set pieces are dangerous as they normally are. And then there's another one where Gabriel shot. If he just faked the shot, he'd have scored. So we have had chances from set pieces, but again, from open play, we're creating nothing. We haven't broken that. We haven't broken on a team in the last 3 to 4 weeks. We haven't broken a team down from open play because we have a tortoise, a slow snail in the middle of the park in Trossard. I'm sorry, in Havertz. Martinelli can't create anything. Don't make a decision, and Trossard is just Trossard. So it may sound very overly critical on my part, but we've been talking about this for a while. We need offensive players, and I know why Sterling. I hope now Trossard was injured at the end of the first half. I hope he brings in Sterling or Jesus for Trossard because I'm not a Trossard fan. When he first came to us from Brighton, yes, but things have changed. I have moved on. Arteta hasn't, obviously. I see Jesus out there warming up, so hopefully he comes on second half. But we can't afford to lose. We can't go back to Newcastle expecting to score like 2 goals or whatever it is. Cannot afford to lose this game. But we can't stay with Isak. He scores against us at will. He scored against us. We played him up in Newcastle and scored again today. We can't mark him. I'm getting a notification here. Millions warned to brace for life-threatening windstorm. Is that in the UK or US? Tens of millions of Americans have been put under weather warning as deadly winds head for the west coast and the Arctic blast freezes the east. Officials have warned persons in South California to brace for Santa Ana winds up to 100 miles an hour that could increase the risk of wildfires and outages. Wow. And Trump wants to do fracking, and Trump wants to reverse all of Biden's policies around drilling for oil. Keep going, Trump. Trump knows his time here is short, you know. He's 78 years old. You don't care. What's the disgrace, Eddie Gunnar? Trump don't care. Blow up the world if he got a chance to do so. He don't care. You know he's old. But yeah, as we talked about before, it's end of the first half, and the score is Newcastle United. Or looking last time didn't they go to the 2 years ago to the final with Man U and lost? And again, they want to come beat us again. Not a good thing. Not a good thing, people. Pull up some stats here versus Newcastle. Trying to see what this looks like. So let's do this. Halftime is what, 15 minutes? So these are stats for the game. That's kind of hard to see. So they give the grades. I think Lewis Kelly grade is harsh, 6.4. I think he's playing really well. Raya 6.5. I don't agree with some of these stats. They're giving all Newcastle players like 7. Trossard gets 7.5. Oh, who grade them thing here, people? Without Potter, who grade them thing here? Need 1 second, people. 1 second. Who grade these things? Trossard don't know 7.5. He's been decent, but he ain't know 7.5. Martinelli's what? 6.4. He's lucky to get that grade. Havertz 6.8. Didn't somebody just ask where Havertz is? So we got to revisit these ratings. I don't know what these people are doing. I think SofaScore just used the stats and not the eye tests or decisions made, which are very obviously made. Like Martinelli should have passed that ball to Trossard way back when. Let me see why Trossard is being deemed to be 7.5. So he's touched the ball 32 times, 80% passing accuracy, 3 key passes. I haven't seen them. 3 or 4 long balls, 3 or 4 ground duels. Not bad stats at all. For the guy touch it more than 20 times though. 80%. If you play forward, I can live with 80% passing accuracy. You're trying to penetrate and make dangerous passes. Eddie Guna says our performance has been a disgrace. I wouldn't say it's a disgrace, but we're struggling. Dr. Don says Trump will come with a formula for live forever. No, he ain't. He eats poorly. He's out of shape. No, he ain't. He ain't gonna live forever. The problem is, what happens after his 4 years is done? Does he try to finagle a way to stay longer if he stays around that long? Or is he gonna do things so badly that his countries get destroyed? I don't know. See, today, I got to do a piece on this. He's talking about taking Panama and Greenland by force. He's talking about changing Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. He's doing that. What do you expect? He's acting like a demagogue. Acting like a demagogue. Trossard stats aren't bad, actually. Let me see Lewis Kelly's stats. I thought his stats were decent. Touched the ball 21 times, less than Trossard. Interesting. 86% passing accuracy, 29 touches. Yeah, not as much involvement as like 1-off-1 dribble attempt, 1-off-1 cross, no tackle, no interception. Interesting. Rice at 7.4. Touched the ball 22 times, 95% passing accuracy. Very good. 2 of 3 crosses, 2 of 2 ground duels. Lost possession 2 times. People, this is an important number because we talk about this in football. Lost possession 2 times. I don't see lost possessions for Lewis Kelly. Lost possession 3 times. I haven't seen those 3 times. Players are back out. It's cold in England. You can tell. Maybe Arsenal players can't deal with the cold. Let me see what Partey stats. I thought Partey had a decent first half. 96% passing accuracy. I'm telling you, people. Partey just don't give the ball away. Long balls, lost possession 2 times, touching it 26 times. So we're not getting in as much touches as we'd like. 1 clearance, fall ones, dribble pass ones, 1 of 2 ground duels. Interesting. All right, game ready to start. The second half. Game between Arsenal and Newcastle. Newcastle 1, Arsenal 0. Goal scored by Isak, and he seems to take fun scoring against us. Bless up Jason Gunnar. Yeah, well, we are at a deficit now. So if we leave and go to St. James Park now, we're at a deficit. We got to play better. As I said, Jason Gunnar, we're not creating anything from open play. Most of the chances we have are from set pieces. We're brilliant in set pieces. We're below average from open play. And Newcastle trying to set traps on the defense. Look at that. They have group of 6, but it's really interesting how they set up. They are forcing the ball out wide to the sideline where they can cut it down. So they're well coached defensively about how to pressure us. And we have to go all the way back to Raya to start over. And the game is showing on Paramount in the US, ESPN Caribbean in Jamaica, Dance in Canada, ITV in the UK. Yeah, I agree, but I'm saying we're not creating enough from open play. They've had like what? They scored from a set piece, but they have had more than 1 chance from open play. And we give Martinelli doesn't know what he's doing when he gets going. Normally when he gets one-on-one, actually, he does a decent job. But I think he did make the right decision that time. Havertz trying to go by his man. Havertz with the ball deep, got pushed down, dispossessed. Not a foul. Havertz looked weak. I don't think he's recovered from his illness. And Trussard I thought was hurt, but he's back out. We got to move the ball quicker too. We're slow. By the time we pass the ball to the person, the defense recovers. Ball has to move quicker, and people have to be moving off people to create. That's what Isak does. He's running off his man continuously, so the defense can't mark him. That's why we're struggling to get a hold of him. Look where he is. He's playing defense, but he's right in the pocket between Saliba and Gabriel. And neither one of them can afford to approach him because he's putting himself in a good position. Lewis Kelly gonna give away something one of these days. He's trying to do too much sometimes. He wants to make the perfect play every single time. You can't always make the perfect play. Make the pass quicker sometimes. Arsenal deep in Newcastle's territory, trying to throw it. Ball to Odegaard. Back to Havertz. Back to Trossard, who gives it away. We need to do better, people. Yeah, we're not. We have changed how we play defense. Actually, we used to be a much more pressure team, but maybe he learned like how Klopp learned after a while that you can't pressure 24/7, especially you're playing so much football. You have to be careful not to burn players out. Arsenal with the ball in the middle of the Newcastle area, trying to find some place to penetrate, but not doing a good job of it. Actually, trying to rotate the ball, but we're doing it slow and plodding and. No penetrative pass. Trying to pull them out, but they're coming out as a team, so it's really hard to do that. We need to go back down. And we got to go over to beat them. You got to go over the top. I'm convinced. Pull them up to the halfway line and play the ball over the top. Let Martinelli run onto it like he did the first half. That play is always going to be there. Because they're coming out. The lines between their three lines of defense is not wide. Good ball by Partey to Odegaard, who turned it over. Missed control. He's not playing great. And they're gone through again. Isak to... He turned the ball over. Isak turned it over. Ball to Havertz out front. Havertz with Hall plays the ball back. See, Havertz is just nothing dynamic about his game. Good move by Martinelli. Martinelli crossed it over. And we're playing D, people. We're in the middle of their half with all our players. Timber coming forward, trying to cross ball, and they have a chance to come forward with Willock. We have 3, 6, 7 men forward. So now they have 4 against 5. We have brought people back. So we're running back and then we sit. We're not running back, settle, and then press them. So then they have all day to make decisions. And see how Isak is doing, people? He's finding the gaps in the defense, going to those gaps. Look at it again. Almost scored. They scored 2-0. Unbelievable. We're not pressuring them. We're not pressuring the ball. They're finding gaps in the defense. Isak is just moving, finding gaps, and we're not responding. Gordon scored. Goal to Newcastle, 2-0. Our defense is lapsing, people, not pressuring the ball. We're not pressuring the ball. So then they have time to find the players who open, and Isak is moving. Look at this. Tonelli has the ball. No pressure on the ball. None. So he goes wide to Murphy. No pressure on Murphy. He goes between Rice and Gabriel, who are all over the place. He crosses the far post, where saves. Gordon comes in, ball behind Timber. No pressure on the ball. Look at that. Nobody marking him. Ridiculous. You can't handle Isak. That's why we lack a center forward. Because our center forward not doing anything up there. They're moving off the ball. We're not moving. I think Raya was too close to the near post anyway. Well, can't go back to Newcastle down a whole bunch of goals. But our defense is awful today. Nobody picking up Isak. Nobody. And we're not looking like we can score. Arteta needs to make some damn changes. Make some change, Arteta. You ball watching. Make some changes. You ball watching. Don't have all the people they warm up for nothing. You're ball watching, Arteta. You just look unexcited and just look clueless. We're at home and we're down 2-0. We're not penetrating them. We're not doing anything. Good shot by Odegaard, blocked, and they're blocking everything that come across. They're a big team, and they cannot physical us. That's a good shot by Odegaard, but good block. You just join us. Newcastle 2, Arsenal 0. And we're at home, people. We're not on the road. Our defense has been passive today. Isak just running wild. Corner to Arsenal. And now here they go again. Martinelli with a cross to nobody. And they come again. We're wide open. Isak just went around part. Wow, he's skillful. Really good player. He's just showing us that, you know what? He's the best player on the field so far. Here come Newcastle again. This may be ugly, people. Havertz coming forward, but he can't outrun anybody. Oh, that's a bad tackle. That's a yellow card. That must be Gordon because he doesn't know how to tackle. Just join us, 54th minute. Newcastle 2, Arsenal 0. Havertz is playing like somebody who's sick. Arteta still have him out there. That's just a ridiculous tackle by Gordon. There's no reason to do that. Isak is just running wild. I've been saying we have 3 world-class defenders. They're playing like they've never defended before. We need some changes, Arteta. This team is not doing it. We need some changes. Make some changes. Good free kick. Referee calling foul. What's the foul for? Offside? Why are we offside? Jesus Lord. I don't know why we're offside. We're trying to go in. Yeah, we're not getting back far enough. We're not getting back far enough. We're trying to go offside first and then go up top to make sure we're not offside, but we're not doing it right. And teams are now not forcing themselves to drop back deep. They're watching us. Bless up, Owen. Good afternoon. See my team getting beaten. We're down 2-0 at home and doesn't look good. And my coach is ball watching because he ain't making no change. You come Newcastle again. And Isak is finding room after room. He just does anything he wants to do. Isak and Willock. And they just watch. Look, oh, that was almost another goal. See how they just breaking us down? We're not doing anything. They look how they just break us down and create things from open play. We're not creating anything. They're creating from open play, and they call come from the left side, which is Lewis Kelly's side. That means he's either not getting help or he's not defending well. And my coach is there just waving people on. He ain't doing nothing. Martin over the ball, trying to beat his man. Tunel to Partey. Partey back to Gabriel. Back to Partey. Newcastle is very comfortable. Where Partey is, if he goes closer to Joe Linton and turn, he's open. Look at that. Wrong decision between them. Good play by Partey. I don't know why Havertz is on the field. He ain't doing nothing. Timber with the ball to Havertz. Take a shot. Take a shot from outside the box. You have a right position to take a shot with your left foot. And Havertz missed a sitter. Wow. How does anybody miss that? Wow. The ball bounced in front of him. Clear sitter. He just got to put the ball in the goal, and he missed that. We don't have no center forward. How do you miss that? Ball, kick-off Hall. Havertz running in. Just in on goal. And the ball hit him. The ball hit him instead of him hitting the ball. The ball hit him. Wow. Yeah, it must be. That should have been a goal. Oh, my thing. I just lost my feed from Parma. Luckily, I have multiple feeds. Jorginho and Partey off. What kind of idiot changed that? What does Partey have to do with this game? Why are you taking Partey off? He's not taking Trossard off. We should have come off a long time ago. I don't know. I don't know why my TV does this sometimes. That I have no idea what he's doing. None. He's taking Partey off. Partey to come off for why? Why? I have no idea what that changed about. Man's clueless. Clueless. Put on Jorginho. What Jorginho gonna do on the damn field? This game is over. This game is over. I understand why he took off Partey. Seriously. And he doesn't look like he's injured, so I don't know what that's about. We can't score, boy. We're getting chances. We can't score. Look at that. Timber the cross. Rice missed it. Hit off Rice back. Nothing going in, people. It's an offside. Nothing going in. Nothing going in. It's a bad offside by Timber. He can't be offside there. Yeah, he's way offside. 2-0 at home. Doesn't look good for Arsenal. Timber with the ball. Taking too long to move the ball. We're not moving. We're not moving. We're standing up with our hands off of the ball. We're not moving. We're not creating space like our Isak moving. That's the problem we have. We're not moving off the ball and moving people out of position. We're just standing up waiting for the pass to come to us. Look at Rice there standing. Move off the ball so you can create space for others or for yourself. I don't know why Jorginho is on the field versus Partey. Make no sense to me. Partey's not our problem. We're slow, plodding, Ball to Martinelli. Try to find Martinelli. To Rice. Rice to Jorginho. To Gabriel. Slow, plodding, not going anywhere. I don't think Martinelli has beaten this man one time today. We're just kicking and then hoping. It's just boring. If I didn't do the watch along, I'd stop watching this game. We're not doing anything. It may be more than 2 today. Trust me. The way this is going. We don't look like we can score. Either because we are inept in front of goal or we're not creating anything. They're creating chances when they come forward. Jorginho with the ball come forward to Havertz, plays the ball out to Rice. Rice in the box. Tries a shot. Going for a corner. 62 minutes in. Newcastle leading by 2-0. They look fitter, stronger, bigger, better. And they're making 3 changes. They're going to bring on Kelly, Anderson, and they're going to bring on Harvey Barnes. Corner to Arsenal. And the ball, head over the bar again by Timber. By Jesus. Really? Damn, that's poor. That's a good corner. Oh, he's trying to score from there. I don't know what he was doing. I have no idea what he was doing. So Gabriel is being held. That's a penalty, people. Gabriel being held by what's his name? He's being held and pulled back. Why is that a penalty? I don't understand that. Dan Burns is holding Gabriel, pulling him back, and nothing getting called. Murphy's off. Willock is off. And they're making the changes. Kelly's on. Isak is off. Wow. They're comfortable. Their day's done. They have won this game already. They're comfortable. Put on some fresh legs. Isak had a good day at the office. What are you talking about, writing studios? I don't know why Havertz is out there because he's ill and he come back and he's still playing him for the entire game. This manager is something else. That should be a foul referee. That's a foul referee. That's a foul referee on Jesus. These referees are poor. Arteta there looking close. Look at this. Jesus is foul from the back. Why is that not a foul? Like, what's this referees doing? What are they doing? They can't come and hit him in the back and you call nothing? These referees are poor. And Arsenal always seem to be on the wrong end of these decisions. That's a clear foul on Jesus. I don't know. It's the same one that Trossard in the first half. I don't know what game they're watching. Throwing to Arsenal deep in Newcastle's half. We don't look like we're going to score anyway. It doesn't really matter. We don't give up any more goals. We shooting like little girls, man. Shooting like, I mean, Jorginho in the box and just shooting the ball like a little, Jesus. Have a chance to box to blast the ball in the goal, and look what is he doing? Man, cut the ball back to you. Kick the ball in the goal. He's passing the ball. He actually passed the ball. He wasn't shooting. He passed the ball. You swing your left foot through the ball. What are you doing? We're hopeless from open play. Good try by Martinelli, though. Inventive. But I don't know what Jorginho was doing. He had a chance to swing his foot through the ball, and he's passing the ball, and he's not going anywhere. No pace on it. Martinelli hasn't beaten this man once the entire game. Good ball to Rice. Not a corner to Arsenal. We've got another corners. We haven't made them count, though. Even that pass to Rice ago, you need to have less pace on it. The space was there for just a nice pass he can turn on. Martinelli kick the ball hard. He doesn't think football. Corner comes in. Poor corner by, yeah. Awful corner by Rice. I don't know why he took off Partey. I don't understand this manager. 70 minutes in and we're down 2-0 at home. Team that doesn't have Grimmerich in the team. Give Sterling 10 minutes, Arteta. Stop being clueless on the sideline. Martinelli's not doing anything. Hasn't done anything. Ain't going to do anything. He hasn't done anything all season. Once in a while, he score a goal here and there. Give somebody else a run. You just joined us. We're in the 71st minute. Arsenal losing by 2-0 at home to Newcastle in the semi-final first leg of the Carabao Cup. We ain't winning nothing this season, trust me. We ain't winning nothing. If we can't win this, we ain't winning nothing. I'm concerned about the Man U game now on this weekend, the way we're playing. Good ball by Lewis Kelly. All right, shoot it now. Decisions in the final thirds are just not great. We're making penetration, but in the final third, we're just not great. Can't create no miracles. Corner again to Arsenal. We're getting a lot of corners because our wingers can't beat anybody. We haven't beaten a player all day in the wing. We haven't gone by the man once today. Not once does a winger get beat, a right or left back get beaten. Not once in the entire game. So then you can't create mismatches. Not a corner. We've got so much corner, none of them have counted so far. Newcastle's a big team, but we have had chances. Come Rice, put the ball in the box. The last corner was atrocious. Good corner by Rice, punched out. Lewis Kelly with a good control. Plays the auto guard. Back to Raya. You do that really well. Trying to go long over the top to Gabrielle, who heads it back inside. Uh-oh. Newcastle is gone. They're coming forward. Aubrey Bonds. He tripped himself up, hand the ball. He beat himself a while ago. That was hilarious. We look poor. We look devoid of ideas. We keep feeding Martinelli and keep doing that. Run past the man, Martinelli. He's in front of you. He's one-on-one. You haven't run past him all game. Look at this. One-on-one out wide. You can't beat him once all game. It's a painful watch. Almiron coming on for Newcastle. Arteta still sitting on his, you know what, not making any more changes. Well, I'm not going to blame Arteta for changes because he's clueless. He doesn't know how to manage games. Maybe good coach on the training field, but he can't manage games. He's awful game manager. Awful. Not even poor, awful. And we're not doing anything. We're not looking dangerous. Look at that line they have there. We must be able to go behind this line. It's all just sent 3 Arsenal players running all over the place. Newcastle is just so comfortable. '75th minute, Arsenal down by 2-0. Almiron coming off. Who's coming on? Who's coming off? Am I okay? Yeah, I'm fine. My manager is trying to get himself out of a job. That's what he's doing. Gordon is coming off. Almiron coming on. My manager is just not managing. He can't manage games. He's like how Trent plays defense. Clueless. Because the manager doesn't know what he's doing. That's why he doesn't know what he's doing. He's clueless. He plays the same players who will keep being ineffective, and he keeps playing the same players. Martinelli and Trossard. He ain't doing a goddamn thing on the field, and he keeps playing them. When last time Trossard scored a goal? And they keep playing every single game. Sterling's on the bench. I know he had a knee problem, so why put him on the bench then if he's not ready to fit? Don't put him on the bench then. Can't be because he's tired because he ain't playing no football, so. Man United used to be good, so I don't know about that. You guys had your glory years. Used to win this thing like joke, all these competitions. In fact, you have won 2 trophies in the last 2 years. You guys are ungrateful to Ten Hag. Arteta ain't won nothing since his first FA Cup. We have won nothing in 4 years. You've won 2 trophies in 2 years. So even though you're not doing as well at the top of the league as you should, you still have won 2 trophies. We're not winning anything. And he's called a boy genius. You're playing for. He's out of clue because now Pep is not mentoring him anymore. He doesn't know what he's doing, and Pep need mentoring himself anyway. We're playing the ball slow, same place, ball over the top to Jesus, miscontrol. That's what we do well. Ball over the top to him, easy ball to control. He miscontrols it. Goal kick to them. Good ball by Jorginho. See, miscontrol, trying to control the ball with 2 foot or 2 feet at the same time versus using his right foot to bring it down on the opposite side of the defense. Zinchenko coming on. I think Lewis Kelly coming off. No Sterling still. And we need offense. Why are we bringing on a defender when we need offense? Jeez. We're down 2-0. We need offense. You're bringing on the defender. Wow. So Sterling must not be ready to play then. Then again, you don't play him anyway, even when he's ready. Newcastle just running out to get the clock. They're not bothered. Well, we got chances today, though. Martinelli got a chance clear, and Havertz's chance was even easier. So we've had a couple of chances, but still, we're at home. Got to be better. And Odegaard didn't do nothing today, really. Looked like he's playing like the 6 versus playing the 10. Tonali trying to buy a foul. Referee not having it. Is Havertz playing on the right now? He's playing right wing? You can't run past nobody saying playing right wing. Jorginho trying to go over the top, but they're watching that play. They have it marshaled. Havertz too slow for this kind of ball. Havertz is like a snail. Good footballer, but can't run. So don't give him the ball over the top trying to run by anybody. He doesn't do that well. And let's not give up another goal. Oh, Lord. Zinchenko coming to the game and picking up a yellow card. I guess he hasn't played for a while, so. This is poor, though, people. Poor performance. Poor. Devoid of ideas. Can't stop the opposition from scoring. They just look bigger, stronger, better. If you're a Man U fan, you won 2 trophies in 2 years. Stop crying. Stop crying. Yes, I know things are not the best, but you went to Liverpool and got a draw, which is your story for the year. You're not in the top half of the table, but you won 2 trophies in 2 years. So every year you can celebrate. What are we celebrating? Coming fourth? We ain't got no trophy to celebrate. We can't have no parade. You ain't get no parade for finishing fourth. Right now, Newcastle busting or you know what at home. Look at this. Joe Linton get behind our defense. Joe Linton over there having fun. Come to her home and bust her, you know what, and going home. Isak showed us today what we're missing. A dynamic forward who can move between the lines, who can run off defenders, who cannot be marked. And their midfield shows we're missing dynamic, powerful, and we just, I don't know what we're doing. We have a winger who can't beat nobody. If your winger can't beat anyone, that's not a good thing. I don't even know what Havertz is doing. I don't know if that was a cross or a shot he was taking. And not a corner, people. You know how much corners we've had today? Nothing has come out of them. It's got to be at least 10 corners we have had today. 82nd minute, Arsenal down by 2-0. Granera, you're crying because you win trophies? Are you crying for happiness? Ten Hag won more trophy than Arteta did. And he spent 3 years less. Corner by Rice. Not a bad corner. I don't know what happened. Is that not a corner? Oh, it's very crowded in the box. I can tell you that much. Good cross by Zinchenko. Come out to Gabriel. What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? What was that a while ago? And then Arteta looking at his watch. You know, the time ain't going no slower. You always trying to kill the time. Are you trying to put on Sterling with 2 minutes left? You bonehead, clueless manager. He's losing. I'm telling you, he's starting losing the fans. I'm telling you. You know, he's losing the fans. They're losing patience. And the fans fire managers. Ain't no managers. Ain't no owners firing managers not in England. Fans fire managers. So let them stay. They don't produce. You're picking the wrong players. I don't know how Odegaard played the entire game. He's done nothing today. Nothing. Martinelli keep getting the ball. Now they're double teaming him. I don't know why double teaming him. He ain't beating nobody. It's the dumb play by Jesus. Dumb. Stop talking about shoulder. You're just dumb. Play football with no brain. You bounce the man down. Stop complaining about shoulder. You foul the man. Dumb as a doorknob. The ball up in the air. You play the ball. You didn't play the man at all. Look at that. You just came and played the man, hit him down for no reason. Then you're complaining and whining like a little. Don't complain and whine when you make mistakes. Dr. Don, I'm asking a question, Dr. Don. How many trophies has Arteta won with his team? How many trophies? He's been here 5 years now. How many trophies has he won? And how many did Ten Hag win? Ten Hag just didn't have the players. We have the players. Except for center forward. Ten Hag, he bought Havertz for £68 million. Ten Hag didn't. Ten Hag made a lot of bad decisions buying Anthony and those players, but this is just. I am not. We played our strongest team today. That's the problem. Not like we played a second string team we can complain about. They would have done better. Sterling and Wanier would have done better than this team. Playing Havertz, who's not ready to play. Playing Martinelli, who's clueless. Playing Trossard, who can't do nothing. Playing Odegaard, who is supposed to be your captain and running things. He ain't running nothing. He's just running around the field like he's clueless. Rice coming forward, give her the ball, then complain to the referee, who finally blow the whistle. Looked like he tripped over the ball to me. Yeah, that was a foul by Almiron. It's not surprising, Boss Thomas. We don't shoot. We don't shoot to the goal. The only thing we do is set pieces. We're like Stoke nowadays. I need no crosses, no pull. Why are you taking any free kick? Odegaard, you've been poor all game taking those kicks. Let Rice kick it. Odegaard does have a stinker, and he's still on the field. So the manager know what the hell he's doing. Good shot by Georgina, but over the bar. Got to lay down on that. That ball came nice to hit. You have to lay down over it more. Yeah. We don't look like we can score. Yeah, no, I think he made bad purchases. He made a lot of bad purchases, and he's paying for it. He paid for it, not paying for it. Arteta still ain't winning anything. Are we in the sport to win things or just to finish fourth and be happy? Our defense wasn't good today, though. We could play 200 minutes, we wouldn't score. Just join us. If you just join us, we're in the 88th minute. Arsenal down by 2 goals to 0. Martinelli needs to play through the middle, people. On the wing, is useless. He needs to play somewhere place where you don't have to think. When you're playing, when you're thinking, do I pass it inside? Do I go outside? What do I do? You can't let Martinelli think. That's not what he does. He has a speed to play down the middle, as he showed in the first half when he got behind the defense. That's what he needs to do. Havertz needs to play someplace else, like right off the field. Good cross by Martinelli. Ball headed out to Zinchenko, to Rice, back to Jorginho. Just play the ball around, not going anywhere. What's Saliba doing? We're out of ideas. Newcastle just soaking up the pressure. They know we can. Gabriel frustrated because he's at the far post the entire sequence of play and no balls came across. 90th minute, Arsenal down by 2 goals to 0. Our cranky could today's players match up with those, but different eras, different game. 80s and 90s, 70s, we play butcher football. It's like the NBA. Now you can't touch players. So it's very hard to tell. I think players are probably, I think it's much more of a team game today and much more system and patterns of play versus those days. You know what? Individualism was big and everything, actually. They got away again. Almost got away. Should have gotten away. It was offside. 5 minutes of extra time. We don't need it. Blow it off. Let's regroup. Martinelli running forward. Hasn't beat Livramento one time in the entire game. They're not even worried. They fill the box and we can't do anything. Because we have nobody can shoot from outside the box. So they know they stay on the edge of their box. We can't do anything. We have nobody can shoot from outside the box. '92nd, 91st, 92nd minute. Arsenal down 2 goals to 0. Long day at the office. It's not getting any better. We have 2 kids playing left and right back. Livramento and we do nothing with them all game. Wow. It's embarrassing. Corner to Arsenal. I know what Gabriel is doing. Gabriel playing up front is not your thing. You ain't got no right foot. You just walk on it. If you just join us, Arsenal getting there, whipped by Newcastle, losing at home by 2-0, and playing like Stoke. The only thing we're getting is from set pieces. And as soon as the game is done, I'm off. Let me go cry in my little bed of getting our kicked. Not the best corner. I don't know what the hell Odegaard is doing. Good move by it's an awful performance at home. Odegaard can't even cross the ball. I don't think he made one good cross in the box all game. He's just going around like a jitterbug on the left side of the field, playing the same game. Good try by Timber, but not a good pass. "93rd minute, Arsenal looks clueless. Good cross by Timber. Ball headed back to Zinchenko, but played out for throwing to Arsenal. How come Sterling didn't get 5 minutes? Damn. They should ask him that question. Why are you playing Sterling? All these other people are not producing. Why give him a run on the field? Yeah, Martinelli out there jockeying, hasn't beaten the man all day. First time he got on the line and crossed the ball. "95th minute, Arsenal losing by 2-0 at home in the Carabao Cup semifinal. Newcastle is the better team. There's no way else he was beating them at their place. Give them that they're pulled off for their better players." Yeah, well, Sterling can be pissed all he want. Ain't nothing happening for him. He ain't getting no game time. Arteta don't like him. He keeps saying, well, Raz is this and we need Raz. You need his ass on the bench, Arteta. You don't know what you're doing. You're clueless. You have kids playing the defense for Newcastle and we beat them all game. You've gone by them all game. We're in the 95th minute. Game is almost over. It's been a long day at the office. Long day. We have been very poor. They've gotten a couple of chances, but I haven't taken them. Martinelli got one. Alvarez got one, but they're not enough. A while ago, Martinelli had the ball. The pass between the lines to Zinchenko. I don't know what he's doing. Newcastle is defending comfortably. Game is over. Good win, Newcastle. Good win. You have a better manager than we do, so of course you win. All right, people. Long day at the office. You have a balanced view stream? No, I don't have a stream tonight. I'm working on a presentation, so it's going to be done on Thursday. I was going to do something tonight, but I need to do more work on it. But it's going to be a good one, so look out for it. Should be this Thursday. Tomorrow or Thursday. Probably more like Thursday. But it should be a good one. Since I did a stream today, I'm not doing any more YouTube today. Unless it's a video, actually. I do plan to do a couple of videos. So anyway, anyone, thanks for being here. Appreciate you for being here. Long day at the office. Newcastle came to our home. Better team won easily. Going back home, 2-0 up. Should be easy for them to get to the final. This is their 6th win in a row. 5 in the league and 1 in the Carabao Cup. I want to see what our manager says after the game, because he always has some goddamn excuse for his incompetence. Anyway, that's just me. Yeah, another trophy down the drain. Yeah, well, he doesn't win trophies. He's a possession player and a footballer. We're playing like Stoke City now. Because we ain't creating nothing from open play. He has players on the bench who don't want to play. He has players playing who shouldn't be playing. But the man just got to get the blame when we lose, and when he run down the tunnel like a little, you know what. Anyway, thanks for being here, people. Appreciate being here. Have a wonderful evening. I won't, because we lost. Peace out. Cranky life is the best to be now. For the best sports talk, and it's free, yo. Cranky life will be your guiding light by keeping you informed both day and night. Cranky life, tell them. Cranky life, heed them. Cranky life, want them. Cranky life. From the course to the field, we'll never lose because Cranky has the hottest news. With expert analysis, we break it down. Our in-depth coverage is best in town. Cranky life, tell them. Cranky life, heed them. Cranky life, want them. Cranky life. Cranky life where the sports is spicy and where we keep the discussion lively. Cranky life, get to know the name because Cranky analysis is never lame. Cranky life, give me my Cranky life. I want my Cranky life. Must have my Cranky life. Whether it's football or track and field, you know Cranky is at the wheel. So join the journey through victory and defeat, and subscribe and don't miss a beat of Cranky life. Tell them, Cranky life. Heed them, Cranky life. Want them, Cranky life. If you're from England or USA, from Kingston or Bombay, from Kenya or Canada, Lagos or Havana, visit Cranky Live. Tune into Cranky Live. Like up Cranky Live. Subscribe to Cranky Live. Cranky Live coming to you on weekdays. Cranky Live sometimes on Sundays. Pull up a chair and take a seat because Cranky will always bring the heat. Cranky Live. Me say fi tell them Cranky life. Me say fi heed them Cranky life. On them Cranky life. Cranky life will be around. Cranky life is the best in town. Me say fi heed them. Me say fi want them. Me say fi heed them. Want them, heed them, want them. Cranky life. Cranky life. Heed them, want them, heed them. Want them, Cranky life. Cranky life. Heed them, want them, heed them, want them, heed them, want them. Cranky life. Cranky life. Cranky. Heed them, want them, heed them, want them, heed, want, heed them.